Imagine yourself losing an intricate part of your family's history. Imagine going to pay homage to your family's lost loved ones, only to discover that their final resting place has disappeared. During 2012, Stan Merritt, a lifelong resident of Indiana, experienced just that with his own family cemetery.
I just felt violated.
Stan is a direct descendant of George S. Merritt, who was among the first settlers of Avon, Indiana in the 1800s. George S. Merritt was buried in the Merritt Cemetery along with other later deceased family members located in Avon of Hendricks County, Indiana. In the year 2000, the Merritt Cemetery and surrounding properties were sold to a real estate developer. A younger Merritt family descendant, Connie, became aware of this impending development and learned that it was destined to be located near and possibly over the Merritt family cemetery. Connie then enlisted the help of Eagle Scout Andrew Prescott. Upon further investigation, Connie and Andrew learned that the tombstones had been removed from the grave sites. During their search for answers, they discovered that the neighborhood developer had collected some of the stones and placed them in a local barn.
The story goes that as soon as she started complaining about it, this guy removed the stone and said, oh, well, everything's been vandalized. The stones have been moved around. We have no idea where the graves are. They have them, but, we have no idea where the actual cemetery is.
Connie and Andrew attempted to restore the original cemetery property and were met with resistance from the developer. They then enlisted the Avon Town Council, who ultimately decided to relocate the existing gravestones to the Avon Town Hall property, providing them with their own segregated family plot.
Town Council, there's one of those situations where I don't think they really want to get involved more than anything else. The developer was there and he said, there's a cemetery there somewhere, but, the stones aren't there anymore. They were vandalized. We have no idea where it actually is. We voiced our objections over, hey, you're going to build houses on the cemetery. But at the same time, he didn't want to have anything to do with it being a cemetery or memorial gardens. Obviously, because it's hard to sell a house if you're told, oh yeah, hey, you're right next door to the cemetery.
Today, the actual unidentified remains lie somewhere at the original Merritt Cemetery location.
I definitely think it was highly immoral to just kind of basically gloss over the fact that there's a cemetery back there.
During the 2000 investigation, Prescott documented the 6-month ordeal, including the minutes from the Avon Town Council hearing. At the time, Avon Town manager Tom Klein offered to preserve Prescott's report as a matter of public record.
I remember handing it over to him because we had a little ceremony at the flagpole out front when I completed the project. I remember handing it over to him and they said, oh, we're going to keep this up front so that anytime anybody comes to ask about the cemetery, we can pull it out and give them information.
Curiously, Klein, who I spoke to in August 2012, was unsure of the whereabouts of the report. Our 2012 investigation of the cemetery site provides evidence of the Merritt Ridge and a partially fenced parcel of land approximate to the half-acre described in early historical land documents.
It's not real thick with trees right here.
Located within the fenced area are multiple sunken plots measuring approximately 3 by 6 feet. The general terrain of the area seems to indicate the presence of multiple burial sites. Today, there are lingering questions as to the whereabouts of the actual cemetery site. Were homes built over the grave sites? Could the use of newer technology such as ground-penetrating radar resolve this mystery?
Looking back on it, it seems like we probably would have had a great deal of legal recourse to take it to court. It definitely seems like they got one over on everyone.
The evidence discovered during this investigation is somewhat circumstantial and would require an archaeological analysis and the use of GPR in order to positively identify the existence of burial remains.
I really appreciate this. That just